InfoBuzz channel, your ultimate portal into the captivating world of business and finance. Today, we're diving into the fascinating yet tumultuous journey of Uber, the ride-hailing giant that shook up the transportation industry. From its groundbreaking rise to the top, to the controversies that left a lasting mark on its reputation, Uber's story is a rollercoaster of innovation and ethical quandaries. In this video, we'll be taking a closer look at some of the most significant corporate scandals that have haunted Uber, and how they've navigated the delicate balance between business success and ethical responsibility. So buckle up, because it's time to uncover the untold side of Uber's journey. The beginning. Uber's inception marked the beginning of a technological revolution in the transportation sector. The company's app-based platform seamlessly connected riders with drivers, promising convenience, efficiency, and often lower costs compared to traditional taxis. This innovative approach resonated with consumers worldwide, leading to rapid adoption and massive growth. Currently, Uber has a 71% share of sales in the US rideshare market. Uber processes 22% of all its gross mobility bookings in just 5 metropolitan areas: Chicago, Los Angeles, New York City, Sao Paulo, and London. There were 64 billion trips taken and 5.4 million Uber drivers in 2022. Uber has 93 million active users and offers ride-sharing services in over 10,000 cities across 72 countries. Uber's entry into various markets worldwide disrupted the taxi industry, which had long been criticized for inefficiency and a lack of user-friendliness. The company introduced a user-centric model, complete with cashless transactions, real-time tracking, and driver ratings, which empowered both riders and drivers. This model gained traction, allowing Uber to rapidly expand its services to countless cities across the globe. Uber's ambitions extended beyond ride-hailing. The launch of Uber Eats tapped into the growing food delivery market, expanding the company's presence and revenue streams. Furthermore, Uber invested heavily in self-driving car technology, aiming to lead the autonomous vehicle revolution. This pursuit of innovation, however, would also lead to legal battles and ethical dilemmas. Disruptive innovation and market expansion. Uber's app-based platform introduced a novel concept that disrupted the traditional taxi industry. It offered riders a convenient and efficient way to hail rides using their smartphones, providing real-time location tracking, cashless payments, and transparent pricing. This innovation resonated with users globally, resulting in rapid adoption and expansion to hundreds of cities worldwide. Uber's ambition extended beyond just ride-hailing. The launch of Uber Eats tapped into the burgeoning food delivery market, diversifying the company's revenue streams. Furthermore, Uber invested significantly in self-driving vehicle technology, aiming to be at the forefront of autonomous transportation. These technological strides showcased Uber's commitment to shaping the future of mobility. Toxic corporate culture and leadership crisis. Beneath the surface of Uber's business triumphs lie a series of corporate scandals that have cast shadows over its achievements. Uber's meteoric rise was accompanied by allegations of a toxic corporate culture characterized by aggression and harassment. Susan Fowler's viral blog post exposed a culture of sexism and discrimination within the company, leading to internal investigations and the eventual departure of CEO Travis Kalanick. This scandal underscored the importance of ethical leadership and a healthy work environment. Deceptive practices and the grayballing controversy. The emergence of Uber's grayball tool not only raised ethical concerns, but also brought to the forefront the lengths to which the company was willing to go in order to circumvent regulatory oversight. The grayball tool was essentially a sophisticated software mechanism that enabled Uber to identify and thwart attempts by law enforcement officials, regulators, or other individuals attempting to scrutinize or regulate the company's operations. The controversy surrounding grayball stemmed from its utilization as a tool for evading authorities in cities where Uber's services were not yet approved or authorized. This practice effectively allowed Uber to operate in these areas under the radar, undermining the established regulatory framework. By identifying users who might be affiliated with law enforcement agencies or involved in regulatory investigations, Uber could prevent them from accessing the full range of its services, effectively obstructing their attempts to gather evidence of any potential violations. Uber's failure to disclose a massive data breach that exposed the personal information of millions of users and drivers drew widespread criticism. The company's decision to pay hackers to keep the breach under wraps exacerbated the situation, leading to a breach of trust among users and underscoring the importance of data privacy and transparent communication. The Greyball tool revealed a significant lack of transparency in Uber's operations. Users who were targeted by Greyball had no knowledge that their access to the service was being restricted, undermining the principles of fairness and equal treatment. The use of Greyball raised concerns about public safety. Preventing regulatory authorities from conducting proper oversight could potentially compromise the safety standards that are critical in the transportation sector, putting both drivers and passengers at risk. Data privacy breaches and cover-ups. Uber's failure to disclose a massive data breach that exposed the personal information of millions of users and drivers drew widespread criticism. The company's decision to pay hackers to keep the breach under wraps exacerbated the situation, leading to a breach of trust among users and underscoring the importance of data privacy and transparent communication. Legal battles and intellectual property disputes. The lawsuit with Waymo brought to light the intense competition in the self-driving vehicle sector. The allegations of intellectual property theft put Uber's business practices under scrutiny and highlighted the ethical implications of technology development and innovation. Regulatory clashes and market entry strategies. Uber's expansion into new markets was often accompanied by fierce clashes with local regulators and established taxi associations. The company's disruptive business model challenged the traditional transportation industry, and its approach to market entry stirred up controversies that highlighted the complex interplay between innovation and regulatory compliance. Aggressive market entry. Uber's entry into new cities often involved the strategy of launching its services first and addressing regulatory concerns later. This approach, while expedient for market penetration, frequently led to confrontations with local authorities and taxi operators who accused Uber of flouting regulations. Uber's tendency to begin operating without securing the required permits or licenses triggered legal battles in numerous regions. Traditional taxi services and local regulatory bodies argued that Uber's lack of adherence to established regulations gave it an unfair advantage, leading to accusations of unfair competition. Legal battles and sanctions. As Uber services clashed with local regulations, the company found itself in courtrooms across the world. The legal battles range from accusations of operating unlicensed taxi services to violating passengers' safety rules. In some cases, Uber was subjected to fines, penalties, or even temporary bans from operating within specific jurisdictions. The conflict between Uber and regulators underscored a broader dilemma faced by disruptive businesses. On one hand, innovation often challenges and disrupts existing norms, driving progress and providing consumers with new solutions. On the other hand, established regulations exist to protect public safety, ensure fair competition, and maintain order within industries. Over time, Uber began adjusting its strategy, acknowledging the need to work collaboratively with regulators and local authorities. In many cases, the company entered into agreements with cities to operate within the framework of existing regulations or to develop new regulations that accounted for ride-hailing services. The story of Uber is a classic example of a company that achieved rapid growth and success while grappling with a series of ethical controversies and scandals. From fostering a toxic work culture to engaging in deceptive practices and regulatory violations, Uber's journey has been marked by a myriad of ethical quagmires. These scandals serve as important lessons for the corporate world, underscoring the significance of maintaining a healthy work environment, ensuring data privacy, adhering to ethical business practices, and respecting regulations. As Uber continues to evolve and adapt, it faces the challenge of not only addressing its past transgressions, but also setting a new standard for ethical behavior and corporate responsibility. The scrutiny the company has faced can hopefully serve as a catalyst for positive change, prompting Uber and other corporations to prioritize integrity, transparency, and the well-being of their employees and users alike. And that brings us to the end of our exploration into Uber's captivating story. From revolutionizing how we get around to grappling with controversies that rock the business world, Uber's trajectory is a testament to the highs and lows of disruptive innovation. What do you think about Uber's journey? Have you had any personal experiences with the platform? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more engaging content, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update from us. Thanks for joining, and we'll catch you in the next video.